Hey Trey. Hi Kasia. Hi Ine. Hi. Inike. Lynette. Amy. Hannah. Oh my goodness, you guys. I have been counting the hours. Hey Kim. Totally counting the hours to come on here. One, because I always love saying hello to all of you and seeing all your names come up, and I know we're going to have an amazing class today, but also I am thrilled. I'm so excited. I'm like nervous excited to have our next guest artist, Kasia Fortuna. I know all of you know her. Her looks are so beautiful. She's such a humble, lovely person that I've gotten to know over the last couple weeks. And I'm thrilled to have her on here today. She's going to teach us. I know you can recognize her work immediately, not even having to look at the caption. She's going to come on here and teach us her signature. Sorry about that. Her signature looks of the beautiful texture that almost looks like the curls, the texture are like floating waves on top of the hair. So thrilled to have her on here. I know that a lot of you, sometimes when you're in a bridal hair trial, you'll see her looks saved for the brides to show you. Now today we're going to be able to learn her techniques, her tips, her insights, so we can recreate those looks for this bridal season that we're so ready to start again. So oh, hi, Alexandra, Kim. Oh my gosh, you guys are all on here. Hannah, Carla, Crystal. So happy, so happy that you guys have all joined us. Well, you know what? Without further ado, I am just thrilled to see Kasia live on here and say hello to her face to face. She has just been the sweetest, most humble soul ever to work with. So I am going to try to get her on here. Let's see here. And you know, obviously, any questions, anything at all, now's your time to ask us. Hi, Alice. Yay! You know, honestly, Kasia.
Hello. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
Kasia, I'm so thrilled to actually see you, say hello to you. I know that we've been talking back and forwards via DM and everything, but this is my absolute favorite part, when I get to see everyone's beautiful face and actually spend this next, hour or so with you and learning. And also, thank you so much for sharing yourself, your tips. You are very well known and very admired in our community. So I appreciate you coming on here and sharing these looks that we see all the time that are so beautiful. So we are just so excited to have you here. And I was nervous too. It's so funny because what was that?
I'm super excited to be joining you today as well. So yeah.
I know. I always get so excited and so nervous at the same time before we come on. But now that we're here, we're all connected and everyone's on here. There's just a huge response for people to come on and see you. So I am just thrilled to learn from you today. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh my God, my heart is going as well.
I know. It's okay. I mean, the wonderful thing about these lives is I know it's a little like exciting and nerve-wracking, but it's really just having fun, and I feel like we could be in the same room and we're just having a good time together, and we have an amazing community watching and learning, and they're just absolutely thrilled that you are on here today. So yeah. Okay. First, what I want to do is, now you have an academy that you teach to on a regular basis, correct?
That's right. So we have this online academy, and actually Christina Gasperas. So it's Christina Gasperas Academy. Christina is with me here today in the background. And yeah, she'll be maybe reading things if we miss anything.
Yeah.
Yes, so we have online academy, and we started it over a year ago. We have over 1,100 members from all over the world.
Amazing.
And it really kind of jumped up when the first lockdown happened. And
Yes.
we were streaming live sessions, I think 3 times. At one point, it was 3 times a week. So
Wow.
we have a lot of tutorials, which are all saved in the academy. Some pre-recorded tutorials as well. So a lot of content, over 100 tutorials for hair. There are a lot of makeup tutorials, how to edit, photographs, and you know, lots and lots of business content. So yeah, Christina Gasperas,
amazing.
And the link is in my bio. And we have a special offer at the moment of $12.99 until the end of the month. So yeah,
that's amazing. Fantastic. And I can say I'm reading all of the messages, and everybody is saying, love the Academy. Academy's amazing. I know that with lockdown, it was a great opportunity to just push out a bunch of virtual education. So I'm so thrilled that the Academy was able to do that. And it looks like from all of the responses that we're getting right now that everyone just absolutely loved it.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Oh, I just saw Sarah. Everyone, all my girls are on here. Sarah, Angela, your hair looks so cute.
Oh my goodness.
So, no, I have it pinned up and back, and I have it pinned up with these new hair pins that were sent to me from Damian Manzillo. They are so amazing. They're made of super hard steel, and I'm going to be using them today. His website, or his link is Hairpins by Damian Manzillo, and they're curved. They're beautiful hairpins, like beautiful hairpins. So I wanted to play around a little bit. So thank you, Sarah, for noticing. Okay. I thought you chopped it. Nope. I just pinned it up a little bit. Well, without further ado, because I know everyone's on here to find out how you create these beautiful textured looks that, I mean, honestly, I see your picture and I know it's your work, or I know it's somebody in the Academy, because it has just this very unique, almost like the waves are floating up in the air that are so clean and beautiful. So I know that we had a little bit of homework to prep our model. So I've got I have my hair prepped, and I left this part out on top.
Perfect prep. Done. You went all the way to the top. Amazing. Looks fabulous. Yeah.
Now this, for those who are going to ask, this is Louisa from Les Mirage. This is the mannequin. She's so beautiful, of course. So I know a lot of you are going to ask which doll heads we're using, and you actually are also using Louisa.
Lisa, yes. So mine's also prepped. I'm just going to show you kind of the basic curl, maybe a couple of basic curls.
Okay.
On this one, before we jump onto the second one.
Perfect. Yeah. Yep. Love
Lovely.
it. So when you do that, I'm going to look through the comments and just make sure that everyone has the opportunity to ask you, because I know that to have the opportunity to ask you a question is definitely what they want to take advantage today.
Not a problem. Happy to answer any questions. Fire away. Lovely. Okay, so can you see me well, or shall I move my doll a tiny bit further? Good.
If you can do the doll head a little bit further, closer.
Closer.
Just a little bit, and then over to your, I guess it would be to your left. Oh, that's perfect. And then just have the camera down a tiny bit.
Not a problem.
Is that good, everybody? It might cut off your head a tiny bit, but
lovely. Let me see. Increase tiny bit there.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Almost there.
Can you please pin Kasia's Instagram? Yes, Kasia it's Kasia_Fortuna.
That's right.
You will get lost down that rabbit hole on her feed.
Sorry.
On my sister.
There you go, there, and tiny bit more on this side. And now I'll just increase I'll just go tiny bit higher with the camera, and now we have perfect. Yes. Yeah?
Perfect.
Better?
Oh, you know what? That's fantastic.
Lovely. Brilliant. Okay, so let me just get styling. Brilliant. Okay, so for those of you who have already prepped, who have watched the prep video, great. But let me just show you a couple of curls to start with. How to do the curls exactly, because perhaps it wasn't as clear in the sped up video. Lovely. So have a look. Take a section at the nape of the neck, and what you want, and clip the top out of the way, and notice how I zigzag.
Oh, yes.
Zigzag. Not necessary, not, you don't have to do it, but this will give you a lot more texture, a lot more volume, a lot more organic feel to the finished style. Lovely.
Perfect.
Okay.
I did not do that, but that is my little aha moment that I haven't done before. So zigzag, you're partying. I love it. And then what size iron are you using?
So in the video, in the prep video, I use the 32 millimeters.
Okay.
Fabulous Pro. So see, it's like a medium to a larger size. But actually, to give my dolly tiny bit more texture today, I went one size smaller.
Okay.
And the area I will curl with one size larger. So, just let's mix it up a bit.
Okay.
Lovely. Okay, and now, again, you don't have to do this, but you totally can. So if you, now volumizing powder near the root and tiny bit of back combing before curling. So this is optional. In the video, I wasn't doing it because I already had extensions clipped in. But let's say if you have a client with, fine hair, and she perhaps doesn't want to use extensions, and you want volume at all cost, and you want definition, use volumizing powder and prep. And again, this is tiny bit time consuming, but sometimes people just don't want to wear extensions, and they want that kind of root lift, that projection from the root.
Yep.
Now I'm using volumizing powder, any volumizing powder. I'm using
one.
Soft Dust from Schwarzkopf.
Yes.
So, and then sprinkle some near the root. And now take your back combing comb, any tail comb. And what I want you to do when you back comb, hold the hair at 90 degrees from the head, so straight out. And then when you back comb, do really small strokes of back combing. So really small strokes, but very tightly packed. So let me just show you, maybe from underneath. So take a section, and you almost like as if you're scratching the edge of the hair. So scratch, push, tiny bit, push, tiny bit, push, tiny bit, push, tiny bit, push, and again. So, and we're getting a lot more projection.
Wow.
A lot more volume from the root. So now, when you curl this section, it looks, compare, so this section to this section, it looks as if there is, double the amount of hair. So,
amazing.
Perfect. So again, this is optional, but it's good to know, I suppose. Okay, and now the sections I'm taking when I'm curling, they're going to be long. So they're going to be vertical rather than horizontal. So rather than having like a little square sections, the section is tiny bit like thinner and longer.
Okay. Yes.
Perfect. And now use medium hold hairspray. So you could use Moroccan oil. You could use any medium hold hairspray. I'm going to use Volume Up from Schwarzkopf. Okay. Now, before obviously anything, when you're working on real clients, use heat protector. So heat protector all over. And then when you take your section, okay, so heat protector all over, and then use two, three sprays of medium hold hairspray. Now, one tip I could give you, even though we are going to be doing like this boho kind of textured hairstyle, I'm all about shine. So whenever I create most styles, even though they boho, I want them still to be shiny. So the easiest way to do that, before you place the hair through the barrel, hold the hair at 90 degrees and just brush, just gently brush after you use the hairspray. That will ensure that all the cuticles, all the little flyaways, all the little hair are facing the same direction before you place it through the barrel. Like if it's polished, if it's clean before you place it through the barrel,
Yeah.
it will be clean when you take it out.
Yep.
And then just rotate. There you go. And then out, out, and just run the curler down.
And now, do you have your heat on the highest?
So my one is set on like 210 centigrades.
Okay.
So yeah, kind of towards the upper. But obviously, if it was client with fine hair, maybe don't go higher than maybe 180.
Okay.
To burn it, not to burn the hair. Lovely. Okay, so one section this way. Second curl. So again, hairspray, comb, lovely 90 degrees, and then go the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then just so on, just like that. Get as close to the scalp as possible. That way, your curls will start sooner. There you go, and then out, out,
Yes.
and then round the down. Lovely, and that's
Lovely.
just and then alternate the direction. So left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay.
Yes.
Once you do this section, then we're gonna take another section. And now, if we were going to use extensions, which I used in my prep video, you would apply as many as you want, as many as needed, as many as you want before the curling. And
Okay.
then just together. Okay, so imagine this whole section is already done. Now,
So I have a question. Do you always start your updos from the bottom up?
pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes. Would that, sorry, for updo or, I mean, half ups, do you mean curling or the actual updo when I'm already styling?
I think they probably just mean like both. You know, when you start your prep, are you always starting from the bottom up?
I would say so. I would say so.
Perfect.
And then again, another layer, see? Maybe tiny bit more. So another layer and zigzag between sections and so on. Lovely. Okay, so all clear so far?
Yes, the live will be saved. It's gonna, all of the lives that we do are saved as an IGTV, so you can review it as many times as you like, which is awesome.
Brilliant. Okay.
Kasia, what comb are you using?
So for the back combing, I'm using just, this is HG carbon comb.
Okay.
Just sort of have a look. Many brands do them. I like the carbon comb because I don't melt them.
Okay.
And also I like the feel of them. You know, sometimes combs can be very plasticky, you know, and I don't like that. So I really like this one. And this one is from Lorna Evans Education.
Okay.
This, just a white tooth.
Just a white tooth.
White tooth
this
comb.
one, I have this comb, which I love, is from Mustafa.
Oh, nice.
It feels so good. I like this here. But yeah, this one is like it just feels good in your hands.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Yeah,
Isn't it beautiful? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I love this.
Mustafa.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
I want it.
I'll get one for you, Kasia.
Yes.
I'll get one for you.
Have
The
a look.
mannequin is Le Mirage Luisa.
That's right.
Yes.
So have a look. We've curled many layers of
Yes.
going layer by layer by layer by layer. There you go. So this is of weight we are getting. And now I just left out like the very top section, and maybe I'll just lower my dolly once again for this part because we need the bottom. Now we're going to need the bottom more than, okay, so let me just lower my dolly one more time.
I'm going to lower too.
So, because for this part, the actual top is going to be more important than the bottom. There you go. Okay. So now, this is, so to be honest, anything below this point is, you know, is important, but you sort of can cheat. You can do any type of curls and it will work. If you mess up this part, it's not going to work. So watch me carefully, watch me carefully how I curl the top and how I prep the top. So,
all right, I'm ready now.
Yeah. So divide the hair, do a side parting. It can be deeper, it can be slightly off center. Mine is at probably at the level, at the beginning of the eyebrow on one side, but it can be slightly deeper, so it's not a problem. And now the parting, you could either do it straight or you could do a very, very gentle zigzag. So it's really up to you. If you do a very, very gentle zigzag, it's going to look more organic, more natural. Yeah, there you go. And now I want you to do the parting about 2.5 inches in length. So about 2.5 inches.
Okay.
There you go. And now from the end of the parting, what we're going to be doing, so I'm going to turn around my dolly now. From the end of the parting, which should be, if you're not sure how much kind of the 2.5 inches should be, and of course, it depends on the size of the client's head as well. So in line with the kind of middle or the end of the ear, this is where your parting should end. So if you move the dolly from the side, this is the end of the parting right there. Yeah. So kind of see around the kind of middle point of the ear. Exactly, perfect.
Okay.
And again, now every line we're doing now, we can gently zigzag. We don't have to, but we can gently, because again, it's all gonna flow a lot better if you have that gentle zigzag. Okay, so now what we're gonna be doing, so from the end of that parting, we're gonna take little triangles. We're gonna create little triangles. So the end of the parting being the top of the triangle. So there you go, have a look. So the end of, so little triangles, the end of the parting being a top of triangle.
Okay.
And the bottom of the section widening slightly. Okay, so that's my first section. There you go. Now I'm going to take roughly my second section, and as I said, you can do a gentle zigzag between the sections. So okay, so notice what I'm doing. When I'm taking the section, I'm gently twisting it out of the way to kind of map out my section so I don't lose them. And again, so gentle zigzag, and again another little triangle. And again.
So it's like a pie section from the top.
Exactly. Okay. Like a section, like a sort of orange segment with the parting being the top of the orange segment.
Okay.
Lovely.
And that goes all the way around the head.
All the way around the head. Yes, even the front.
Okay.
Front. So now, see, the front would be like this. There you go, and then 2 more sections. So basically, yeah, like an orange segment, like a pie. There you go. There you go. I didn't think of it as a pie. That's a really good way to describe it.
It's like a pie.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just basically twist them gently just to map out your sections.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
Brilliant. Okay. When your sections are mapped out, now we're gonna start back combing, teasing. We're gonna start the back combing. Lovely. Perfect.
So I've never parted it this way to tackle the top. I'm really excited about how this is going to turn out.
Perfect. Angela, that section that you just had, the previous section, divide that into two. I would say divide it into two.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah. Brilliant. See, so the sections have to be pretty small. Pretty
Got
small.
it. Okay. So they've got to be, instead of being too chunky, we're going to take them a little bit smaller.
Exactly. Exactly. So have a look one more time. Let me show you, everyone. Kind of like this.
Okay.
See? Lovely. Okay. So now that the hair is roughly mapped out, I'm going to show you. So lift up your first section. Now it's also quite important that your middle section kind of doesn't split the crown area right in the center. So the middle section has to be kind of like a little triangle right in the middle, if possible. There you go. I mean, it's not a deal breaker, but it will work better if it's in the middle. Lovely. Okay. So now we're going to grab volumizing powder. You can start from any section you want, but we're only going to be back combing the sections around the crown area. We will leave the front sections framing the face be. Okay, so lift up your section again. Lift up your section at 90 degrees. And I always explain this to the members, that with the tension you create, you should be able to move your client's head. So there you go. So add volumizing powder near the root. Lift up the hair at 90 degrees. Again, we're going to be doing back combing, really tightly packed back combing. Okay. So the firmest point of the back combing will have to be really close to the scalp. And I've noticed that about 12 strokes per section is like the magic number. Then you just stay anything you want with it. Lovely. So once again, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Okay.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. And now just try to smooth out tiny bit of the visible back combing. So the back combing has to be concentrated really, really close to the root. So, so volumizing powder. So we literally, okay, so, you know, everyone is a bit different on the dog, but, you know, everyone has those little baby hair, those little baby hair on the outer layer. So we're leaving the length alone. We only kind of, we would be on a real client, we would be kind of packing up tightly those little baby hair, those little flyaways close to the scalp. Okay, so once again, so you grab just like the tiny bit of the edge of the hair. Have a look there, and push. And you push all the way to the end, but just very gentle strokes. So you can't, so it's only about not even half an inch of back combing, but it's all being concentrated and pushed really close to the root.
Okay, that made a huge difference. That made a big difference.
There you go.
I was really concentrating to get it really close to the scalp.
Because see, look at my sections. There you go. Because what you want is that really beautiful, tightly packed back combing, but the outer edge has to look like quite smooth, if possible.
Yes.
There you go. Perfect.
Okay, let's see how everyone's doing. Hey, Sandra. Give me a thumbs up or hearts if you guys are good. You're following along. You're back combing your pie sections, getting them close to the scalp. Okay, perfect. Love the sectioning. I'm loving the sectioning too. This is like my, yeah, pie sectioning. Love it. Yes. Pizza. It could be a pizza, Kasia. We're going to have a pepperoni
Oh my
pizza.
God, I love it.
Yes, Claire, pizza. You can put your favorite pizza on there.
And it totally makes sense because I was explaining it as an orange segment, but pizza is even better. Love it. Yeah.
Pizza is even better with us.
Who wants
Okay.
to eat orange when you can eat pizza, right?
Yes, we don't want oranges. We want pizza. Pizza and pie. Okay, perfect. So it looks like we're all right on there. All right, we're going to take a next piece of my barbecue chicken pizza.
What's your pizza? What do you like? I'm a bit controversial.
What kind of pizza do I like?
Yeah.
Barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken?
Yes, with barbecue sauce.
Ooh.
What about you?
I'm a bit controversial. I like Hawaiian, you know.
Oh my gosh, I love Hawaiian. My daughter loves Hawaiian.
So many people don't. Some people are like, no.
Hawaiian, pineapple and ham. Yes,
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's my second favorite.
No,
you guys put in the comments what your favorite pizza is. Barbecue, yes.
When I told Christina, who's here with me, she's like, nah.
We love Hawaiian.
There you go.
I have to say, yeah, no, my favorite is barbecue. That's my favorite too, Angela. See, it's very popular.
I think I've only ever had it once. Okay, I'm gonna give it a go. You convinced me.
Yeah, it's just the same. It's just made with barbecue sauce on it instead of pizza sauce.
Uh-huh.
And then you can do onions and chicken and even a little bacon if you want. It's so good. Margarita's amazing too.
Yeah.
Meat fest. You guys are so funny. So now when you teach this, you're gonna say pizzas.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna think of you, Angela.
We have changed you forever, Kasia.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so we're on to this.
Uh-huh. So we continue with the little pie section, with the little pizza section.
Little pizza section.
There you go. Lovely. Nearly there with my back combing. So once again, really tightly packed back combing, close to the roots, about 12 strokes per section. If you can, you know, if you have the, and you will get really lovely lifted volume from the scalp. Okay. So I think I'm done with my crown. Let me just see if they can.
Everybody's discussing pizza flavors, and everybody's saying, "I'm hungry now."
I know.
Oh my goodness. Got one more section here. Lovely. Okay. So this is my last section from the crown area. Great.
When you're backcombing to use, I'm using a little bit of a texture spray, but like a powder, something that makes a huge difference on how impactful those strokes are versus not having anything at all.
Exactly. So whatever you have in your kit, it doesn't have to be volumizing powder. It can be even dry shampoo followed by a bit of hairspray. It can be texturizing spray, something that will give that dry texture near the root. Some clients might need, you know, tiny bit of dry shampoo if they have maybe tiny bit oily hair, but some sort of texture is always helpful. There you go. Perfect. Lovely. Perfect. So really only the back combing will be needed around the crown area, but the front you can do as well, because sometimes the front is very floppy. So yeah. Lovely. Right. So let me know when, and I will be doing the curling. Lovely. And now once again, a bit of heat protector. There you go, a bit of heat protector. Brilliant. So now, try to, a really good tip, try to keep your sections neat, tidy, little triangles, nice and tidy. Yeah. And you will get that sort of, you know, boho feel, but still really shiny. So notice my tension. When I lift the hair, once again, I'm all about the tension. Like, you're gonna be sick of me saying that.
No, I love it.
So you once again, you lift up the hair. See, with the tension you create, you can quite easily move the client's head. And okay. This is the type of tension you want before you're curling. There you go. So lift up the section upwards and then take your curling tongs and just, your first stroke has to be located really close to the root. And what I want you to do, when you position your curling tong, try to keep it right in the center of the section, if that makes sense. So don't over-direct it, right? Okay. Keep it right in the center. Am I talking too much?
No, my goodness, no, not at all. Absolutely. So the things that I need to practice on are my clean pizza sections. And then when you backcomb, are you backcombing the whole entire section down to the root or just one side of it?
So when I'm backcombing, I'm only backcombing one entire section, one side of the section. But okay. Because it's quite narrow section, it gets through all the layers and it gives.
Got it.
Yeah. So
okay,
how do you know? How do you know that you did your curling, backcombing, that you did the prep correctly? So have a look. When you look from the side, see that the curl begins very soon. So the curl starts really soon. There you go.
Okay.
Very shiny. And also, see that lift is very lifted and you can quite easily manipulate the curl. So this is the key. There you go. You can open it up, you can lift it up much higher. There you go.
Okay.
Practically saying. But kind of once you get there, if you follow kind of the steps I just said, you know, the tension, the back combing, the tightly packed back combing really close to the scalp, you'll be fine.
Okay, that's my first curl, Kasia. Not bad.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
Okay.
You have the projection, root lift. Yeah, exactly what.
Sorry. Yeah. I got my protection. Go. Now, are you doing opposite curling? Okay, opposite.
So once again, spray medium hold hairspray on the section before curling. The reason curls are so shiny is because I always brush the section. So spray, brush the section, have a really good tension before you place the hair through the barrel. So tension, tension, tension. And then get it in the barrel and rotate it. That's it. And notice how I'm keeping the section, how I'm keeping the curl right in the center of the little triangular section. So right in the center. There you go. Because that way you'll get a lot more volume. There you go. So once again, unravel, unravel, unravel. You could keep the end straight or you could keep it curly. So it's really up to you. There you go. So see another little section and you can manipulate it quite easily. It's listening to us. There you go. Good job, Angela. Really amazing.
You're going to be so proud of me, right?
Lots of shiny. Fabulous. Well done. Go. So now one section went to the left, one section went to the right. This one is going so left. This one is going to the right. Again, so don't forget to alternate the direction of curling. This is very important.
Very important.
Very important.
Yes.
Because otherwise, we won't get that that texture. That texture. The sections kind of won't merge together. There you go. So see, you can hold the curling tongue downwards, upwards, as long as you get really close to the root. There we go. And leave the end straight. Go. Perfect. And we continue.
I love the way that the curls bounce off of each other because they're going in opposite directions.
Exactly. So they will merge together in the middle beautifully and kind of, you know, have that sort of cascading effect.
Yes.
Yeah. Go. And once again, so quite generous amount of hairspray before each section. Smooth.
Okay. I'm gonna look at some of the questions here, just to make sure. The main tips I'm taking away from my prepping from now on is tension, small sections, and small back comb. Yes, perfect. Did she tease the same side all the way through the crown, or did she alternate the side? No, the sections are small enough for when she teases, it's going to pretty much be the whole entire section. So make sure that your pie sections or pizza sections are small enough that that will happen.
And you can you could do it left or right section of the,
okay.
Whichever you prefer, whichever is easier for you. Because once they curl, they will merge together. See, they will start merging together anyway.
Yeah.
Now, let me show you something. If when you curl, this is happening where like the curl is flat, the first wave is starting too low, that's wrong. So what you need to do when you finish the curl, you want almost to kind of flip it and make sure.
Perfect.
There you go. There.
So you just reinforce that curl.
Exactly. Just what Angela has, that sort of roundness to the top of the
right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's also by going up and curling down on that section and getting it close. If you do that, it'll stay, but it will push out against the scalp right there.
Oh yes, you do that thing where you kind of don't go all the way, you then roll it down. You roll it a bit. I saw you when you were doing the tutorial with Kim.
Oh yes.
Directing and then roll. I like that when you kind of roll it and then to get closer to the root.
Oh yes, yes, yes. If you over direct and roll it back, so if you go forward and roll it back, that's going to give a really large lift at the roots.
Okay. And then again, hairspray. Now, how is the speed? Are we going at a good speed? Shall I slow down? Shall I increase the
No, I think we're great.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep up and also read. So my job is a little bit more,
yes.
a little bit more involved of trying to do it well, but also read and answer questions. But that's what I love to do. It's fine. Now, this is mostly just for special occasion hair. If you were braiding, there was a question about braiding. You wouldn't necessarily do this type of prep work with teasing if you were doing a braided look.
Absolutely, you wouldn't. I mean, what you could do, you could separate the crown area. You could separate that kind of round section around the crown, and to alternate the direction of curling just in this area. So you have that movement, and that would be a perfect beginning, perfect crown area for any updo, for braiding. So you could, if you were, you know, if you wanted to cheat and save on time, just do the crown area and maybe the front, and then the rest anyhow.
Okay.
So this style is perhaps tiny bit technically challenging.
Okay.
But you know, a bit of few attempts and yeah, it will be fine.
But the great thing about the techniques and tips that you're showing is understanding why you're doing it, where to do it, and the result that you're going to get. So if you are trying to recreate a look and it looks like you need this type of texture and lift, now you know exactly how to approach it. And based on the time that you allow yourself to style, you plan accordingly. So, I mean, I've never gotten a lift like this, which is going to be so fun to play with and just really get, like, even just bringing this together here and not combing it out. It's
exactly
fun
because of the volumizing powder, because of the back combing. It's very easy to manipulate these curls. It's very easy to move them left, right, wherever you want them to go. They really listen. And this technique is fantastic for somebody with very fine hair as well. So,
And now in the front, are you going away from the face? Or are you still alternating?
So the triangles closest to the face, should be curled away from the face.
Okay.
But, so maybe like, let's say, so like this section here. Oh, I need to recurl that again. So normally I divide the bottom and top, and then the top goes into the two triangles like we did earlier, and the bottom away from the face or anyhow. But let's say these two triangles, this one would be curled away from the face, this one, it could go towards, but I think both should go away.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay, and now the front, tiny bit looser, because we want a nice gentle framing around the face. So now here, rather than going at the 90-degree angle,
Yes, ma'am.
we could probably go about like a 45.
Okay.
So it's not so voluminous. Go, and like a gentle wave around. Here we go. Hairspray again. Perfect. And then again. Away from the face. Any questions?
Oh my gosh, there's so many questions, but everyone's answering them for us, which I thank you so much, everybody. You're so kind.
Is it
a very well-educated audience? Thank you, Kim, for answering that. I haven't cut mine. So I did cut my Louisa doll last night just to give more face framing edges around the front. That actually helps because most of them come with all one length. And so when you're practicing to recreate, I cut some shorter pieces around the front. Ingrid is blonde. That is from Pivot Point. Great tips. Everyone's loving your tips, Kasia.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. That's why we're here. I mean, you know, that's why we do what we do, to kind of be helpful and, you know, and help people change the way they style and improve. So thank you.
We'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that at the end. They were asking, your images are so beautiful. What are some quick techniques, and we can do this at the end, of how you edit your pictures, because they're like just fantastic.
Not a problem. I can show you right at the end. We can go over it.
Okay, perfect.
So have a look. Two more sections. More sections. Yeah.
I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
Brilliant. So the front, as I said, the front is just for the face framing, just to get a bit of wave around the face, but not as firm as the back. And around the face, the wave should definitely start tiny bit lower. That's why I'm doing the kind of 45-degree angle. I'm not lifting the section up high. There you go. There you go. There. And then again, there. Now, before we move on to the back, we will frame the front.
Okay.
Lovely. Okay. So, Angela, I know you're ready. Did you back on the front section on both sides? Or one side?
I did a little bit.
No, that's fine, because I need to back on tiny bit. So
Okay.
we do a job. So let me just show you. So now, again, just the sections closest to the face. You know, the front is often very floppy, and if we left these sections like that, they will be resting on client's face, annoying them throughout the day. So again, about 45-degree angle. There you go. And then the same stroke. So you basically, let me just get really close and show you. So
Okay.
when you take a section, so you literally, so there is this amazing Russian hairstylist called Gulnara Chekoyeva, and she explained this. She explained this back combing really nicely. She says, like, almost like, imagine a cat scratching the outer edge of the hair. So you literally just take your comb, you just gather the tiniest amount of the outer edge, and you push it really firmly down. And then again, tiniest amount, and push it really firmly down. Tiniest push it. And as I said, about 12 strokes per section is the magic number. There you go. And then see, that way, when I brush out the outer layer, see, there is still enough volume.
Perfect.
Enough volume right there. There you go. And the hair kind of bounces away from the face. And I will just do this side really quickly.
I love that. That's a great technique of, like, why you just do a little bit and then you push it down. So
Exactly.
You're just scratching the out, so it doesn't affect the front of the hair is what we see.
And remember to pull, to kind of pull the hair as you, before you back comb. There you go, there, 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 there. So that's one. And now I'm going to do just one more triangle. There you go. And this type of back combing, this type of face framing is amazing for any style. You know, you could do up to with that. It's just really nice way of kind of manipulating the hair, making the hair listen to you and stay kind of around the face the way you want it. And you were using a tiny bit of texturizing spray earlier. I've got some.
I use Air Professional.
Perfect.
These are my faves. I love them.
We don't have them in UK.
You don't, but it's going to be there soon.
Ooh.
This is, these are my favorite. I can use them all day on my hands, and I don't have to wash them. They're not sticky, even though you should wash your hands now. But wash your hands. But your hands are never left sticky, which is what sold me completely, as well as the philosophy behind all of their products. So love them.
I've noticed everyone is using them. Yeah. There you go. So have a look now. You literally you can use the texturizing spray throughout the length of the hair. And now take a super strong hold hairspray, the strongest hairspray you have in your kit.
Okay.
And what I want you to do is like gently pinch out the outer edge. So like money.
Yes. Like rouging.
Zhuzhing, exactly. Pinch out the outer edge. And And now if you want, okay, if this section is very floppy, if it's not staying the way you want it to, spray a bit of firm hold hairspray there. Near the face, maybe ask the client to close their eyes and cover the face. Spray it right there and just pop your finger underneath. That's it, and just hold it for a few seconds. That's it. And when you release it, there is a lot of volume. This is if you want that sort of volume. Even if you don't, it kind of sticks together and it makes it stay out of the face. Like can you see? It's lifted off the face. Yeah. It's not on the face. Yeah. And again, same on the other side. Tiny bit of hairspray right there. Pop your finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go out.
I feel like Louisa is the sexiest mannequin on the planet.
Oh God. Yes, yes, yes. Definitely. She is like beauty queen. If she was real and you saw her on the street, you'd be like, wow, she's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. Like, seriously.
As I was telling you earlier, we have a brand of mannequin coming out, and I was hoping it's going to be ready for this live session, but there are a few tweaks that we have to do before we start manufacturing. So I have a brand of dolly head coming out.
I know, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see it.
And there's something.
I'm gonna have one, Kasia.
Yes, we will send you one. There is something special about her. I can't mention what, but it's gonna be awesome. So exciting.
Okay, well, we can't wait. As soon as she comes out, we're gonna get her on here.
Perfect. My God, we chatting. It's kind of time is disappearing, but
that's okay. Let's go. We're good.
Okay. So now all curled, the front curled, back curled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Lovely. So now take your white tooth comb, any white tooth comb. There you go. And what I will do, I will brush out the sections. Just from the mid-length to ends. Maybe leave the top section. There you go. Mid-length to ends. Now, a bit of texturizing spray throughout the layers underneath. And one more time.
Now, are you combing all the way through with the curls underneath?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
There you go. And now you could add tiny bit of shine spray, tiny bit of wax spray, just to make sure that the curls are not losing. Like so the curls are staying sort of together. There you go. Yeah, a bit of wax spray. I just did. Perfect. Lovely. And now styling. Let's have a look at yours, Angela. Good, 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 good. Very good, very good. Yeah, amazing.
Yep.
So now what we want to do, because the curls underneath are still there. So now what we want to do, maybe, so leave the outer part out, kind of discover the curls underneath. So go back to the curls underneath.
Okay.
There you go. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to gently weave the top section. Let me just show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to weave gently the top section between the two sections below.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
Lovely. And now what I want to do, I will polish the outer edge outer edges of each of the sections. So see, because the back combing is amazing, I'm pinching out volume of the edge, pinching out volume from the edge on this side, pinching out volume from the edge on this side, again pinching out, pinching out.
So what you're doing is you're taking the top section and the bottoms below and you're weaving them together.
Yes.
Okay. So people can understand that. So you're taking it and then weaving it together and then pinching it. Because of the back combing, you're able to really manipulate all this volume to intertwine with each other.
Exactly. So two sections underneath, and then the top section on top is going between. There you go. Pinch out the volume, pinch out the volume, pinch out the volume. There you go.
So this is the part where it's more like sculpting art.
Exactly. Now is very much so
very visual, very sculpting art, filling in holes, looking at it. I mean, it's gorgeous. I love it.
So now we want to polish the curls. We don't want them to be too messy. So if you see the section getting tiny bit messy, brush it gently, pinch out the and use medium hold, like strong hold hairspray to secure. There you go. So one is over there. And then what I'm doing, see this section here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to open a grip, just tiny bit. So grab just tiny bit of that section, but enough to support it and push the grip upwards. There you go. That? Uh-huh.
So you're just securing those together.
Exactly. There you go. And then again, the section next to it, spread it gently, like pinch out the volume from several places. And then exactly the same thing again. Just leave part of the section like hanging down, and just take part of the section underneath, see where it opens up, and then sort of open the grip and push it upwards. There you go. So it looks like the curls are sort of suspended up in the air.
Yeah.
And it's like section by section, layer by layer, very visual. So it can be more boho, it can be more textured, it can be, it can be actually curly. The curls can be very curly. So it's really sort of up to you how you want to see. I'm just now, once you're done with the middle section, so you can just build up on it. There you go. So once again, but we're taking one curl at a time, like the outer edge, one curl at a time. There, see, you can even look, you can gently, there, where the first bend of the curl starts, you gently pick it up. You can gently sort of twist it, pinch out the volume, make sure it looks really lovely, and then take a grip. There you go. Open the grip, and you just want to pin a section, like almost bring the hair to a gentle point, bring the section to a gentle point, and then push upwards. See, so it's starting to merge together. Brilliant. And then now, once you pin this section, these sections, you can pinch out a lot more volume. You can pinch out a lot more texture. There you go. But notice how I'm not pinning the whole section. So notice, like for example, over here.
Correct. Yeah. You're just pinning those curls in and going up.
And the reason this is possible because you curl those sections in those little triangles. So rather than the curl going like this, is going like this.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. This is very meditative work. At this point, it's about sitting back and like putting on music, having a glass of wine, and just like creating and really sculpting this out. Now, of course, you know, if you're doing a bride, it's a different story. But as far as like sitting and creating content for your page, this is what styling is all about. I mean, it's really so meditative and creative, and it's beautiful. And now that we have these techniques of how to create this type of texture, it's beautiful. It's fun.
Exactly. You can use it in any way. You could use it for updos. You could use it, you know, you could use it for half up, half downs. You could just use it on the side ups. And then
So here's a great example. I have these two right here. These two right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to intertwine them together and then pin them from underneath. And that gives me the ability to pinch them out. But then when you look at it, you're like intrigued on, gosh, you don't know where this starts or where this ends, and it's just intertwined, and it's so beautiful. And that's what is so wonderful about the images that you do, is when we look at them, we try to figure out how to recreate them. And it's just the way that everything's intertwined and has so much volume. It's really fantastic.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. There you go. And again, maybe another section there.
So I'm using my new clips from Damien Manzillo. They're made of really, really hard steel, and they're curved. They're all different sizes. They're really intriguing, very intriguing.
Oh, I missed that. What do they look like?
They're made with very hard steel, but they're curved a different way.
Ah.
This one has a different curve at the top. Very hard steel. They're, like I said, I just started playing with them. They come in all different sizes. And what I noticed right off the bat was that the steel that they're made of is much more durable. So they're going to last a lot longer and not lose any of their strength.
Good recommendation. Very good. Ah. And are they, do you know if they, well, we don't know if they're available in UK.
I'll be speaking with Damien, and he's in New York. So I will ask him if he can ship over to, I'm sure he will. He'll love to send you some.
Yes.
But that is, if anyone wants to look just to see, it's hairpins _by_ Damien _Manzillo. I'll have it in the caption when we're done.
Perfect. So, there you go. See how the sections are looking, just sort of, now you pinch out the volume. There you go. And normally, you know, with half up, half downs, you get the joining element. So it's like one overlapping this way, one overlapping this way. But notice how these are sort of like snakes, you know?
They're beautiful.
There you go. And then again. Now, one thing that I want you to pay attention to, try to make sure that there are no obvious gaps. See, like I have them really right there. So if I zigzag, like I said I would, and I did it.
Yes.
This happened, but because I didn't zigzag, that gap is obvious. So what you have to do, maybe back comb it one more time, tiny bit more, and then kind of twist the hair, and then make sure that you move the top section to the right, and to the left to close off that gap. Yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to check some messages. Will the style stay as well as other half ups? Oh, absolutely. This volume at the root, and then the sectioning down here, it's very, very secure feeling.
Exactly. And because of the layers of products we are using, makes it very stable. The back combing as well, and also you know, the layers of medium hold hairspray, the layers of that strong hold hairspray. And also texturizing spray. So these are all the things that bind the style together. And of course, use as many grips. So see, I'm going over several sections, over again and again with grips, pushing the grips upwards, making sure that the style is stable. There you go, almost there.
Kasia, what's the length of Louisa? She's pretty long.
Oh my goodness, I actually don't know. Have a look. That's what it looks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very long.
Yeah,
she's really long. So I'll have to look.
24.
Put it in there.
Is it? I think it's maybe 24 inches, if I'm correct.
At least, yes.
There you go, and the sides. So once again, there you go, tiny bit and upwards, and make sure that the top is spread left and right to close off any gaps.
Got it.
So, and then the bottom sections, you can leave them more boho, see, more textured, or you can have them polished. The ends of the curls can be like very curly, or it can be a straight end, as I have here. There you go. So it's a very versatile technique that you can use for many tutorials. And now the sides, again, really up to you. You can do like a gentle braid of some sort. You could do like a gentle twist, just especially on the heavier side. So maybe tiny bit of shine spray or tiny bit of wax spray, just to give the head tiny bit of definition, and then overlap it gently, and then maybe add tiny bit of hair from below. But you want to keep it very seamless. You want to make sure that it doesn't actually look like a braid. In fact, I will leave the bottom part out and secure only what's necessary to kind of support that section.
Beautiful. Yeah. So the question was, how long, if you have a bride, how long does it take you to do her hair?
So for bridesmaids, I dedicate about 45 minutes. For a bride, minimum an hour, probably an hour 20 is sort of like,
okay.
Yeah, so
same, perfect. All
so
right, I'm looking at it. Looks like Louisa is 20% off right now. So yes, I will tag La Mirage in the caption so you can all go look. She's 25 or 20% off. We also have, I have mannequins from Mustafa are amazing, and also Pivot Point. I do have some codes on my website, beyondtheponytail.com, for Pivot Point for some percentage off as well. And I have the recommendations of the doll heads that I use for updos.
You were using Mustafa's last time. It looked really good.
Mustafa's is beautiful. Let me show you. Here is Mustafa. So very long, very thick. She's also very cute. I cut some layers around her face. She's a little bit smaller than Louisa. And then this is Ingrid. Ingrid's a little bit shorter, but she comes already with pieces around the face. And then for the hair, for the coloring it, I just use a purple shampoo to make it blonder.
Ingrid is very popular in UK as well.
Yes, Ingrid's very popular.
Go. Okay, so again, this side, just a gentle. Go. And see, I feel maybe it would be too heavy to place it here. So I'm going to take my topsy tails and do it right there. Just thread it underneath somehow.
So I'm showing, somebody wanted to see Louisa's gorgeous face. She's beautiful.
Dream, absolutely.
So I put that back there. Yay. So what I need to practice on is my pie sections, my back combing, and then really taking my time like you do, which is so gives such a beautiful result, is taking my time with each section and making sure that it stays smooth while I pin it. I think those are wonderful habits to develop. And the result is hands down amazing.
It helps to sort of so I would say if you're gonna if you are gonna take something away from this, yeah, clean sections and definitely taking time, like back combing really very close to the scalp and leaving the outer edges like, you know, super polished, and also brushing the hair before you place them through the curlers. And that's about it. And then you just have fun, do your own versions. There you go.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
And now
mine's a little messier.
but it's, you know what, is the technique I wanted you to learn. And is the
I need to make it smoother. But this is more of a messy boho look.
You know, which is what you are known for.
Yes, this is true. Yeah. But a lot of times brides bring in images that are a lot smoother and cleaner, and so this is, like I said, such valuable information of really how to recreate it. And it's not terribly difficult. It's just knowing what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Taking your time, doing it layer by layer. So now, just very quickly before we end, I a layer of wax spray. There you go.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just to add definition to the ends, and of course you can polish the ends tiny bit more if you want it to be shiny. And then right at the end, you could add a bit of shine spray.
Yes.
To sort of.
Now there was a question, Kasia. Do you ever mini crimp the root area?
Yes. Okay. Yes. And this is a really good, actually very good question. You know, I was saying earlier that this would be a perfect style for somebody with fine hair.
Fine hair, yeah.
Definitely crimp the hair as well as curl and do the rest. Yeah.
So I have to show you what I just got sent to me. Is Lala's Updo's mini crimper. I know, it's gorgeous. And I am going to actually play with it this week and create. So I'm so excited for her because she just came out with her crimper. And it's a little bit wider, so it's perfect for that root area. So I'm excited.
Right type of crimper is so hard to get in UK, so maybe again it's something that we can think of maybe doing ourselves, because this one is, I saw it on her Insta account. It's perfect. It's just like the right.
It's the right width, and that's what she was doing. She was creating something that is just perfect and easy and quick, and so I'm excited to turn it on and play with it.
Lovely. Okay, maybe let me just pop an accessory very quickly, just something on the side.
Oh, and gorgeous.
Do you want me to show you how I take the photos very quickly?
Yes, I think that, of course. Kasia, I could talk to you all day.
Some sort of accessory on the side.
Oh, now, that's gorgeous.
Oh, there is one tip I forgot to mention. Now, when you create like the first indentation, you know, when you do half up, half down, and you create the indentation of half up, half down, try to make sure that the half up, half down starts no higher than like the tip of the nose. If it starts, it often looks out of proportion. So if you kind of start it over there or tiny bit lower, perfect. But any higher than the tip of the nose, it can all sometimes kind of.
Such a good. I really think, I mean, that's such an amazing tip to always look for, because everyone's going to be different. But I think that also adds an element of romance and just a softer, beautiful shape that looks just so romantic instead of maybe like you're trying too hard or something like that. So you want it effortless, romantic, beautiful. I mean, it could take an hour and a half to do it, but it doesn't look like it. It looks, it looks, these are the things to know when you're designing a shape on somebody.
Yeah. Photos. So, tips. Okay, so I use my iPhone. I've got the latest one, so I've got 12 Max Pro.
Yes, perfect.
Pro, but the 11 Max Pro was amazing.
Okay.
Well, even the 10 was okay, but I've noticed a huge jump between 10 and 11. So if you're getting one and you don't have it yet, get either the 11 or 12.
Perfect.
Now, when you take photos, try not to position your client too close to the wall. So especially when you're using, I use the portrait feature to take photos. So try not to position your client too close to the wall, because if they're too close to the wall, you won't be able to blur it out in photos, and it will look, you know, like the hair will be merging with the background. So slightly further away when you take photos.
Wonderful.
Also, I take my photos pretty much always with natural light. I mean, obviously now we can't, it's just after 8 here in the evening. But during the day with natural light, I'll just show you what we have here. So, you know this light? What is that called?
It's a ring light?
This light, or what is that called, Christina?
Well, you didn't show the right side, but it will fix the pro.
Like this.
Oh wow, that's wonderful.
Dish light? Yeah, like a dish light.
Fix the pro.
So, you know, if you don't have any natural light, this would be a good alternative. And I can maybe send you a link of what it's called.
That'd be great.
So not too close. Okay, so when you take photos, like the basic tips, move your clients. So never from this angle, never like straight from the
wide. It makes them too wide. Yeah.
Wide and bulky. At a slight angle, gently push the head up to the ceiling, and then, you know, from a slight angle. Natural light, and never outside, directly outside. So it has a tiny bit of shade above, so it's like in like a door frame or very close to the window, but always with the natural light sort of illuminating the hair, but not with direct sunlight. Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely.
And then I just use Facetune. Facetune. So if, for example, there was any, I don't know, if I took photo and I didn't notice that there was a bright can of hairspray in the background, erase it.
So that's just for editing the Facetune. Perfect.
Yeah. So, and just anything messy in the background, nothing distracting, because it takes away from the beauty of your style. Crop the head from like about there to the shoulder. And there's a lot of info like this in our online academy, like so much about photography and how to edit. So, you know, join us and you will see similar tutorials like this. As I said, over 100 tutorials. Yeah, hope this was helpful.
Oh my gosh, Kasia, this was so much fun. I learned so much. I'm going to go back. I'm going to use these techniques often, yes. But I'm going to go back and redo this and work on what I need to work on. And I can't wait to see everyone's creation. So whoever followed along, whoever's watching this will be saved on IGTV. I will try to remember all the different tags that I need to put in the caption. But please tag Kasia_Fortuna and Beyond the Ponytail in your recreations that you post to your stories, because we will be loving to see everyone's looks and recreations of this, and we would love to share it on our stories as well. I know that kind of goes on for a couple days after the live, which is so much fun to see, and it's just so rewarding to know that What we did today is just really inspiring everyone to take a moment, learn some new education, practice their looks. And you know what? Bridal season, I know it's coming back. I know we're going to get through this pandemic, and we are going to be the most informed, educated community out there because we've had all this time to learn. So I'm just really excited to move forward and have bridal season start and start to actually working on our brides and our bridesmaids.
Thanks.
But again, Kasia, I so looked forward to this. I'm so thankful that you're a part of our community. I'm so thankful that you give so much of yourself. You've been such a pleasure and been so humble. But you inspire so many. And I want you to know that you are very important. You're very important in our community. And I'm just so thankful that you are here today with us. And I know that we're going to have you on again.
And literally the same about, you know, Beyond the Ponytail. It's almost like dream come true for me to come on. As I said, like, as I messaged you privately, when you first reposted one of my images, I was like, oh my God, until I reposted one of my images. So yeah, thank you. And thank you for being here, for inspiring all of us as well. So yeah, we all appreciate it. We really do. Thank you.
I know. I love everybody here. And I get very sweet messages of people saying, thank you so much. And, you know, you help grow my, you know, my audience. And I say, you know, I just provided the platform to showcase your work. It's you, your work, your personality that makes them stay. So, so it's a lovely, wonderful thing. And I'm so thankful that we got to spend this time together.
Thanks. I can see a lot of love. So thank you.
I know everyone. Yes. Everyone is it's just been amazing. We had a huge amount of people on. We had a lot of people on. It was like over 200, like the whole entire time. So just an amazing response because everyone absolutely loves your work. So kudos to you.
And there you go.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, my dear. Well, I'm going to let you go. I want you to enjoy your evening. And we will continue to communicate and talk, and we'll get you on here again. Absolutely, because
I would absolutely love to. When as I said, when my new dolly is ready.
Yes.
Just show her off and show me.
Oh my gosh, we are gonna have you back on as soon as your doll is out. We're gonna schedule it, have you on, and I'll get her over here as well, so we can work on her together.
Yes. Oh my God.
All right, Kasia. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll speak to you really soon.
Thank you.
All right, dear. Oh my gosh, you guys, that was so much fun. She's so lovely. She's so talented. Thank you so much for coming on here. I hope you learned a lot. I would say, you know, obviously this is going to be saved as an IGTV, which is fantastic. We went over, it's about 90 minutes, which is, you know, a lot of information. But what I normally do when I'm so overwhelmed with information is I jump off and I write down the notes that are in my head. So they're safe and then I don't have to worry about if I'm going to remember them or not and then come back to them later. So grab a piece of paper and pencil, write down some notes, work on your doll head. Don't forget to tag Beyond the Ponytail and Kasia Fortuna in your story so we can see all your wonderful work. And if you have any questions, feel free to DM me or leave them in the comments on the IGTV. We check them throughout for the next few days. Again, thank you for being here. We have another artist coming on in a couple weeks. I'm so excited to announce who it is. Sweet, sweet, sweet. But we've got a lot going on behind the scenes. We have Beyond the Ponytail, BTP Society. I'm working really hard on, and I'm going to start kind of leaking out what that's all about. But it's just an opportunity for us to create a professional community, a bridal directory, which we so badly need because I get so many messages from brides wanting me to recommend a bridal hairstylist, opportunities to be promoted, support, private groups. It's so much, and I'm so excited. So you'll be seeing a lot of more information about BTP Society, which is going to be launched in about 4 weeks. So thanks, everybody. And if you have anything anything at all, you know, I'm always here. I'm always on here, and look forward to seeing all of your recreations. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Sandy, Annie, everybody, Trey. You guys are just the best, and it makes my Mondays. Alice, yes, hi, Alice. It just makes my day so awesome to get to be able to come on here and learn with you, because I learned a lot. I don't know about you, but I need to work on my back combing skills. All right, everybody. Let's see. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining. The Artful Hairstylist, Hannah, everybody. Hannah, I'll be talking to you soon. I can't wait for our coaching. Everybody, also, if you want some one-on-one coaching, I've been having so much fun spending time with you and really going over just your goals and your feed and your bio, and just really talking all things hair and bridal, and it's just been fantastic. So thank you for those who have spent time with me on my coaching calls, and those that are scheduled. You can get more information about that on my website. It's a lot of fun, and I take it seriously. I really want to support you and help you reach your goals for this 2021. So see you guys soon. I know, I'm so excited, Hannah. Take care, everybody. Have a beautiful week, and I'll talk to you guys really soon. Love you guys.